Right. We're getting close to the end now. Cleaning the fishing boat. I swear the world is getting weirder by the day. Last night I was out on my boat when I caught whiff of this glorious smell. Imagine if you took the juiciest little shrimp and enhanced all the bits of that flavour that you loved and removed all the bits you hated. What? I felt I haven't got more than a half a nautical mile to be west when this huge wave came out of nowhere, scooped me up and beached me on the foreshore like a curious beluga. Fantastic. Love that idea. Curious beluga. Continue. So, I need to remind myself, whoops, wrong one. Quickly remind myself what the achievement is for this. So it's complete the fishing boat, bow, steps, and main deck first. Okay. So it's just the deck areas. So bow, okay, here's the bow, steps, and main deck. Okay. So with only the basic washer, this should actually be safer than otherwise, simply because we can't really accidentally clean other things if we go over. Oh god, this whole thing is moldy. Okay, yeah, we're gonna struggle to even clean the bits we have to. You ever seen a wave like that? Racking my brain just trying to think what could have caused such a thing. I wonder. Could it have been maybe a landmass upheaval from the ocean? Surely not. The side falls off a volcano. There's a subterranean earthquake or such. Yeah, fancy that. I wonder. Okay. So this is going to take a long time, because let's just remind ourselves that, okay, the yellow does technically clean off some of this mold if we go really slowly across it. So it's a case of, do we go really slowly using the yellow, or do we just go quick back and forward with the red? And I think this works out quicker. Now, I could theoretically, I need to be careful. The deck wall, nope, that goes all the way up. Okay, I don't need to worry about cleaning off this little bit. I think we just do the edges and then fill in the gaps. How's that? I think that works as a strategy. In which case, let's just back off a bit, chuck on an extension, and chuck on the turbo. So that way we're making sure we're getting all the gaps. The extension is so that the turbo nozzle spins faster. Oh, we've got this whole thing. The anchor windlass. Alright. Okay, just gotta get a little bit of distance. At least with it being a clean X first, we don't have to worry about getting through the end of it and then making a mistake and accidentally cleaning something. So this is anchor pipe. Which bit is still the bow and which bit is that? It's really hard to tell. I want to avoid cleaning too much of that thing there. Let's just get right down here. Hopefully, because the bow is a fairly large feature, it won't be too demanding on us anyway. And we'll be able to have a little bit left over without it being an issue. Just fill in this area here. We'll probably just work from the front back anyway. We're just gonna clear the edges first. We've got to get underneath that anchor cable chain. So we're just gonna have to be careful with our angles on that one. I mean, it's not like it's going to be cleaned link by link anyway, so we don't really have to worry too much. Of course, the whole thing is just completely moldy. I was hoping it would just be like sand and mud, because, you know, they talk about how it got beached or something. Got swamped by a wave and then beached. Like, it should just be mud and stuff. But no, apparently it's been in a state of lack of cleanliness for quite some time. Alrighty. They normally work away from us, but just work our way across here. Try and overlap as little as we have to. I guess we just pick a couple of planks and work our way down. We'll see whether or not we even get the deck done today. This isn't a huge map, but it's full of rust and mold, so this is going to take a long time, I suspect. Like, it looks like it's coming off really quickly, which is nice. But it's the fact that we can't do a wider spread. And there's probably all sorts of other bits of grime and stuff. Doesn't matter if we clean a little bit of the underside of the chain and stuff. It's like that you just can't complete any other feature to get the achievement generally. Alright. Let's work our way down. I guess we should actually work from the other end up, perhaps? It's like, choose a few planks, like a 3-plank width looks like. Will get us half the way across this pathway, and then we can work back down again. I'm sure I put the playlist on shuffle, but apparently it's all just been music from Anno. That's fine, it's good music. Rather than using Pretzel, I'm experimenting with the idea of just playing some music from other games and hopefully not running afoul of any copyright issues. You tend not to when it's music from other games, because they kind of expect it to be played. Just normally you're playing those games, but this is from Anno 2205, 2250. Good game. I've played a lot of it. I did start doing a kind of a bit of a series on trying to go after one of the hardest achievements in terms of like having, is it 1 million androids or something? Something weird, I can't remember exactly the nature of it, but haven't revisited it. It did start to get a bit repetitive, so he says spending hours cleaning something. Alright, so that's these 3 done. Right here. Now we can just work our way back and forth and back and forth. We'll just go from there. I can almost just stand on the roof and use the turbo on a lot of this stuff, to be honest. I wouldn't have to move my wrist as much then. Every now and then I do notice missing a bit of a strip of mold there. Maybe I should just work backwards instead. I don't know. Seems counterintuitive. You kind of want to blast the water onto the stuff that's still dirty. I say, the soundtrack for Anno was definitely one of those examples of this music is way better than it has any right to be for use in a computer game. Get a few like that every now and then. Anno soundtracks, Haven Colony is up there, Beyond Earth, Endless Legends. It's like, how is this good? This sounds like from a movie trailer or something. If Hans ever did computer games. I think he's done a couple, to be fair, but I get the feeling that I've probably missed just little bits as I'm going across here, so I'll probably still have to just kind of spray and pray a little bit. Let's just work our way over here. Speaking of Beyond Earth, I think this might be from that. Bit of ambient noise there from a seagull somewhere. Seem to have the ambient volume for the game turned way down or something. But that's fine, I don't really want to hear seagulls loudly though. Not the most pleasant of noises. Okay, so bow is actually getting close to being done. I don't know why it isn't called the bow deck, because to me, if it's just bow, it should be the exterior. Like the bow of the hull. But I'm gonna guess it's just all hull on the outside. Probably doesn't break it down by sections. Alright, last bit here. I could probably have just used the yellow over the most of it and then come back with the red to do the toughest parts, but then you lose a lot of the definition and it becomes harder to actually see what you have remaining. Okay, so I'm still missing a tiny bit of bow. I'm gonna guess if I go tab... Okay, there's not actually as many little spots as I expected to see. There are a few though, you'll have to ignore the giant flashing areas outside. That's actually the steps though. So... yeah, and it's also really hard to see the bits that I have remaining against the colour of the wood anyway, which is kind of... oh, there we go. Good. Bow cleaned. Steps and main deck, I believe. Let's just double check again. Bow, steps, and main deck first. Oh, here's the steps. And there's more on the other side too. And I have no reason to believe that I can get away with the yellow on these either. We'll just do it sideways like this. Basically doing our own turbo motion. Instead of doing a very tiny circle, we're doing a oval. Very flat oval. And apparently that's still not good enough. Okay. Probably because there's bits I've missed on the uprights. Yeah. There's always a weird angle doing those. Probably done it slightly differently. If I'd done it like this maybe instead. Also, it's the leading edge of this, I guess. Now this is the main deck area, which I'm going to guess is huge. I haven't actually looked yet, but I'm not looking forward to it. What have I missed here? Oh, okay, yeah, it's all along here. I need to go a bit slower on this stuff because it's quite ingrained. Still stuff sticking there. Wow, okay. There we go. So I don't like overusing the tab function, especially given how eye-watering it is when it just pops up and you've got so many other things still uncleaned, but it's just the easiest way to see a lot of that stuff sometimes. Okay, long turbo. We're going to be a bit close for this stuff, but another good way of making sure that you get everything. That's what I should probably have done on those steps there, to be honest. So maybe using a controller or something similar for movement would be nice, so you could just smoothly move across sideways instead of having to tap the arrow keys. But using a controller for targeting would be terrible. I can just stand on this probably. Thankfully the blue is not like deck wall trim or anything, it's just deck walls, so it won't get accidentally cleaned. Shouldn't get accidentally cleaned and mess up my achievement. This is where, once again, I need to remember to put my coffee mug on the left-hand side, so I can reach it while I'm doing this. It's like I'm doing a laser cutting or something. Imagine if you had to do inside the ship as well. So this is where I'd probably just do this for the stairs as well, come to think of it. How about if we just jump up onto this so we get a bit of a top-down angle on the steps? I haven't really taken much attention of the water textures and stuff yet. I see the waves in the ocean out there, so you didn't need to make it look good. So well done. I don't think there's been any other maps with like open water areas. Okay, so I don't know what's left on the steps. Now, the irrational part of me wants to clean the lighthouse. This is a really nice town sort of area. I feel is horrifically underutilized, given I think this is the only map that comes here. So there's so much about this harbour, so the lighthouse and everything that could be cleaned. A little bit of a missed opportunity, it feels. Backside of the little lip down there. Okay, now apparently there's still step areas that have not been done. Probably these. That's the deck wall again, I think. Alright, what's left? Okay, I can actually see some of this stuff. There we go. Nice. Less hunting than previously. So if we now just jump up onto here again, then we can kind of go back to our log extension turbo. Hopefully I'm close enough that it is actually cleaning properly. Just stand on the gunwale, to be honest. much of the winch or anything. But I'm gonna guess they're large pieces. Also, I'm probably being a bit more precise than I need to be with a lot of this stuff, because it's a very large deck that I'm dealing with. But when you have a large deck, you should make sure to keep it nice and clean. That looks like it was probably the extent of the long extension's reach. I feel like it's focusing in moderation. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to stand far away from it on this one. Let's just go up close, because otherwise I'm going to be far too prone to miss things. Still seeing just a few little lines that I've missed, so take a little bit slower. I think it's mostly when I've been moving forward as well. It's also really hard to tell sometimes because the after effect of the water fades in an inconsistent manner. This is from the Witcher soundtrack, interestingly. I think it's actually featured in the game. It's like a extra. Some like the enhanced edition special features or something, basically. Very interested about the remaster that they're doing apparently of the original Witcher game. I don't have huge optimism, to be perfectly honest. I mean, they already did the enhanced edition, which has the like better textures and stuff to an extent, but the gameplay was still a bit awkward. They ended up using a mod for some of the stuff, like the skills and everything. Be interesting to see what they do. It's weird that this is all just given as mold. Oh, there's a bit of algae as well. Algae comes off pretty easily though. It's the mold's the tenacious part. I don't expect there to be maybe some lichen or something. Bit of seasick somewhere. There's just so much rust all around the deck wall as well. It's going to take forever. I didn't even notice what the outside of the boat looked like. I'm going to assume it's a nightmare. It's in a dry dock, so I assume I'm going to have to clean it. Been going like half an hour and we're not even at 10%. You can't just go faster because this stuff takes a lot of cleaning. Okay, now let's work our way back again. Let's do a bit of up-down motion instead. But it's always counterintuitive going right to left in particular. Stretch time. Maybe I should be doing the elliptical motion again instead, actually. And I might be able to pick up the pace a bit. It's my main concern of going slowly is if I miss little bits, but if I know that I'm doing a reverse track, then maybe that's okay. So if I know that the reverse is covering over bits that I've already been on, then I know that it's cleaning up after me. So far, so good. Seems to be working well. And we can actually go thinner rather than doing as thick a track along here. We'll just go down on a thinner track, quicker rotation, and then turn around and come back. Feels a little bit more freeing on my wrist. Cool. And back we go. We are missing little bits there, so let's not go too quickly. Yeah, I'm seeing bits. I think mainly because this bit here was just thicker, so. What's interesting is they always have really nice weather for these maps. It's like, maybe it should be raining or something sometimes, would be kind of different ambiance to it. I don't think we even really have cloudy days much. There is some, well, kind of clouds, but not really. These holes, mooring holes, yeah, there's only mooring holes. I normally would expect to see drainage bits around the deck there. Maybe this is why it's so moldy. There's no drainage. Okay, this is half done. Yeah, half might be ambitious, but... And once again, these bits are a bit more tenacious, so we'll just go a little bit slower on our loops. Yep, too quick. And back the other way. Keep going too quick on the cleaning pass and slower on the catch-up pass, and I need to do the opposite. I need to go slow to the left and quick to the right. Or slow on both. That track is from Pillars of Eternity Deadfire, another game that I have not played nearly enough of. Well, we're over 10% now, so that's nice. At the 40-minute mark. On the one hand, I would hope that we do have some features that will clean faster, but I'm not really optimistic on that. I feel that if this is indicative of anything, and the fact that I can see the amount of rust on the wall around the outside, yeah, the whole thing is like this. The ropes are moldy, the cabins are all rusty, the outside is going to be a nightmare. There's probably barnacles or something on the bottom. It's going to take a while. I would like to do this today, but I'm not going to guarantee anything. This might be a well, it'll definitely be a two-parter in terms of video. Might be a multi-session again. Yeah, it's a miserable day outside though, so... Alright, let's fill in this. if I don't get the achievement, I'm not going to restart. I'm just going to pick it up when I get the Pro Washer after I'm finished the challenge. So the reason I keep like stutter stepping is I'm trying to keep my wrist movement, like, so I don't have to keep moving my hand on my mouse pad. So I'm trying to make my character movement do it for me, rather than kind of slowly moving my hand down the mouse pad or anything. Just keeping a pretty static position. Every now and then I still do have to, especially when I've been looking around and stuff, but trying to keep the movement in relation to the character. This is probably a bit wider track and I'm probably going a little bit too fast. That screwed everything up. I mean, the other thing is obviously I'm just auto-spraying. I just have the right mouse button clicked so that I don't have to keep holding it down, which means that if I move, it just kind of sprays weirdly. I'm going to have to do this in 3, I think. I'm not going to be able to do this in 2. Here. And then pivot and tidy up this. Right. Work our way around. Is that a crane? No, that's the mast. Oh, I expected there'd be like a crane for the hold. I didn't expect it to be a... It's not sails, is it? It's a mast for some reason, but... Oh, it's a pulley that's there, yeah. I guess it's a mast, but it's not really, because it's not holding up sails or anything. Whatever. Let's not care about the nautical configuration of this boat. Let's just clean the damn thing. Not seeing too many obvious stains still, so that's good. Closer to the cabins always seems to be worse. Alright, so if we do a bit of a track of a couple of widths here. same sort of thing as I was doing on the other side. 14%. Nice. I feel whoever did the mouldy wall section on the subway must have gotten this map to do. They just like making people suffer. I feel having a bit of mold in the crevices on the steps and stuff, fine. Maybe around the edges of the deck too, fine. Across the whole thing, that's just cruel. Okay, to be fair, this bit just says algae and grime, actually. Ah, but there's just sporadic bits of mold throughout. This seems to be mostly algae on the sides, that's good. I was misreading the large blotches as mold. Yeah, okay, so the mold is closer to the edges. Nice. Still probably gonna have to go over a bit of where I've been though. Yeah, here's the mold. Yeah. And that's why I was just using the red. But it looks like I probably didn't have to on all of it. Mostly just the bits along the edges. But we'll see. It wouldn't surprise me if I have to go back and pick up over some of the areas I just passed with the yellow. Basically, if you can see a tooltip pop up next to the percentage up the top left, it's having to do work. Like, it's actually taking time to clean it down. Otherwise, it's just disintegrating as soon as it touches the leading edge of it. That's kind of the clue that this is necessary at this point. Not for all of it, but enough of it that it just, I may as well do it all once. Like this. Getting close though. Now this should be our achievement. Let's not just go too fast just because I'm getting to the end. Come on, stay patient. Okay, and now I have to go back over some areas that I clearly didn't do a good enough job the first time. Yeah, quite a few bits in fact. Oh, a lot along the edge here. Interesting. Okay, so the turbo strategy did not do the best work along here, it seems. I was probably standing just a bit too far away. And yeah, lots of just little strips where I've missed bits. Yeah, I hope you like orange, because you're going to see a lot of it. Because you just cannot see the dirt that remains against the texture of the wood. Especially in the shadowed areas. So rather than just spraying and praying, I'm trying to make sure that I do target specifically where I need to be. Okay, and then here a fair bit along bottom here still. Yeah. Seems the turbo really didn't get into the very bottom of bits of around here. Fucking words. But once again, it is kind of annoying where it's like I cannot see these bits that are yet to be cleaned to the naked eye. I can't tell that they are not cleaned properly without spamming tab. So it's pretty rude to withhold the ding on non-visible stains. I feel I've done a pretty good job. But apparently not good enough for my judgy overlords. Yeah, even in here. There we go. Oh, all hands on deck. Achievement unlocked. Excellent. Good. Phew. Oh yeah, the hull is an absolute nightmare. Okay, this is gonna... Is this going to rival the subway? I think it almost might. Can I jump up here, please? Thank you. I don't know how I'm supposed to get up here, but I'm just gonna jump. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling that the yellow wasn't going to be enough. If it isn't moldy, it's rusty. Do we even get like a ladder or anything? We've got the whole dry dock stuff, but what about for use on the boat itself? I don't see my ladder anywhere. Oh well. Because that would be nice to clean the front of the light. I guess we just stand down below and fire up at it with the longer extension. Will have to suffice. Oh, the targeting on this is so annoying as well. It just keeps jumping between things. Now, is the yellow going to be good enough for this? No, apparently metal is moldy. Okay. Okay, game. You do you. We can go over it just very slowly with the yellow if we want, but at that point, why bother? Oh, I'm crouching still. Oops. I thought I jumped. That usually cancels crouch. See, it's not even doing a proper path over the top because the targeting just keeps jumping off. It's so weird. I just had to put railings and stuff on as well just to really complicate matters. Hey, we finished something. Fear lead. Okay. I have no idea what that is, but it's clean. That's the main thing. I'm just gonna hang off the edge here a bit and do this. Because there isn't a platform, like, at a good angle for doing this. It's too high. Yeah, okay, never mind. So let's try doing this, quote-unquote, properly. Yeah, like, if this was a little bit lower, that would be nicer. Probably don't need the extra long, actually, but yeah, it can't hurt. Get more overlap this way. And the spinner goes nice and fast. See a bit that's been missed though, which is weird. I think it's just because it's an awkward curve. Is this all one bit? Hard to tell. Doing the underneath part of that hole is going to be really annoying. Can we just do this with the yellow? Nope, it's moldy. Okay, never mind. This is kind of why I didn't even bother to start with. I just assumed I was going to need to turbo it. Oh, great. Then it clips at the bottom. It's hilarious. Okay, and roof wall is all just one big piece that extends all the way around the other side as well. Great. Well, we'll do what we can. Guess that there's stuff to do on the top of the funnel as well. Apparently this is also moldy. Missing things. Oh, this is the edge of this bit here. Okay, that's really annoying. I guess we could just stand on the wall section and do this bit. So I probably don't have to do it from up here. Alright, let's do a bit of a running jump over and see if I need to do anything on top of the funnel. There we go. And the answer appears to be yes. Of course it's all one piece anyway, looks like, so the grating is not separate or anything. Can't tell whether or not it's dirty underneath. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but a funnel usually has an opening at the top. It's not usually closed off underneath it. I also kind of expect a funnel to be filthy, so I don't really know why we care about cleaning it, but alright. Every once in a while, I guess. apparently it's ribbed. For whose pleasure I'm not entirely sure, but certainly is not mine. Looks like it's a combination of rust and mold. Well, that's the top bit done. Pretty exhaustively. So now I guess we go on to the roof bit here. Basically just because we want to have a little bit of separation, otherwise we're really close to this. It becomes really hard to get. The targeting just wants to jump all over the show. But it seems that the turbo did a decent job, but there are bits that got missed still. You just can't tell as easily when you're further away anyway. Okay. Also there's smudges on my screen which doesn't help. That's a me problem. So it seems to have a bit of a weird issue with crossing textures. Would it be nice if this was like funnel top or something? The red bit? Funnel top, funnel base. You know, split it up. So that way, when inevitably there's still a bit outstanding, I know where to focus my attention to look to clean it. Would be nice. I guess we go the other side now. There's going to be so many bits that I've missed on these things. Yep, that's all mold. Let's jump up here again. It's rust. So it's rust on the blue and then mold on the white, it seems. Great. At least it's really nice scenery. You know, like just shut off at a hangar or something. So that would be nice if that was a ding for the funnel, and now we're starting on the funnel base. Yeah, I'm gonna ride those horses until they're completely flogged, don't you worry. It's just the ongoing issue with some of the map design in this game is just where they make the distinction between features being finished. Between that and the excessive uses of mold. We mostly just want to focus on doing the underside of this while we're crouched, and then we can stand up again to do the bottom. Do the base while standing on the railing. And yes, there is mold there. Interesting that the roof deck was not a requirement for the achievement. See little bits of rust that I missed on the way around. It's alright, we'll get them later. Surely the bit around the edge here is... Nope, never mind. I was going to say, surely it's too thin to worry about having putting mold or rust on it. Nope, it's there. Still wasn't going to clean with the yellow. Alrighty. It's hard to tell sometimes which is still dirt and which is reflection. You almost need to just like turn... I can't remember what visual settings you have, but you just need to turn everything down almost so that the dirt stands out the most. Don't bother with any screen space reflections or anything, or water effects, just make it so that I can see what I'm doing. But hey. We haven't the rest of the time, why start now? I mean, this isn't really about making life easy for ourselves. Otherwise we wouldn't be doing this challenge in the first place. Alright, as expected, the funnel still has bits that are not clean. And I don't know where exactly to start looking for them, because it's not sectioned. See a few bits under here that I've missed. Anything on the top that I've missed. Yep, lots of bits all on the inside. Why this is even a thing that I have to clean, I don't know, but there we go. That's got the funnel done. Right, now this railing I think I've only done from the outside really, so... I guess I probably want to turbo it generally, because that'll give me the best chance of getting kind of accidental angles. But it's also going to be messy underneath it and all sorts. what if we stand down here with the extra long and the turbo? Is it even going down in terms of what's remaining? Just. Yeah, okay, a little bit by bit. Hey, that actually worked. Amazing. What are you dirty with? Just grime, not mold? Okay, so the bit that I would expect to be moldy isn't? Oh no, it is. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Still mold. Do the overhang now, the whole way around, and I just don't really care about it. And hopefully it'll ding when I'm up on the inside instead. Or I could just fall off the boat, apparently. Get the windows done at least. Hey, 20%. Hope that's you, it's hard. I lost my phone to the deserts. I had to get a new one. I think I've remembered your deeds right. Maybe. Depends. Got a job for me? Close to a breakthrough as the statues might need you back over here soon. Okay. So, why is this not clean? I've been turboing the hell out of it. Oh, underneath? Oh, it's probably from the top, eh? Really need to go all the way up and just do a top angle on everything first. Well, we're going to do it the opposite now. We're going to do a bottom angle on everything. I would have hoped that the turbo would kind of get around that, but guess not. Would like to finish cleaning these and then take a break. Also, is this actually moldy or can I just... Yeah, it's moldy. Everything. Oops, all mold. And apparently not clean. Right, so now let's go up and get the top edge on all of this stuff, which is probably what it wants me to do. Or not. I have no... Oh, there we go. I have no idea what it wants from me if it's not this. Okay, so why is this one not clean here? Oh, is it like... There we go, it's the weird angles. Okay, so we did manage to get the railing... We managed to get the windows. Cool. Time to take a bit of a break. And actually, let's try and get the spotlight first, shall we? So I started cleaning the spotlight. It's kind of annoying me. Come on. Yay! There we go. Good. Right. Time for a short break. Get a stretch, something to drink. I suggest you do the same.